Hey guys, this is G. Welcome to another MLB Perfect Inning Live video. Today is the first video in a series of MLB Perfect Inning Live for Dummies. No, I'm not calling anybody watching this video a dummy. If you're not familiar, there's a series of books for dummies. Might have been a little older. I remember when I was a kid seeing them in the library. Basically, if there was something you had no knowledge on, reading that book, you could get enough knowledge to at least do some basic functionality. So this is for whoever doesn't know anything, or at least not as much as they'd like to know about, in this case, reading a card. We're going to go through everything there is to read on it, and hopefully, when you're done watching this video, you got something new that you didn't know before. So we'll start with the basics. On the front of the card, that 86, that's the overall. So it's an 86 overall. LV 15, level 15. Levels go from 1 to 20. That's based on experience, either from level up tickets or from playing games. Anything that's deemed live, so live season, live ranks head to head, give experience. I believe exhibition gives some experience. I couldn't guarantee it though. Turn-based innings do not give experience. Now we'll move to the bottom of the card. The All-Star 2016, that logo indicates the series of cards from. There's also All-Star 2015, 2014, and 2013. There's also the Stars series. There's also Live series. There's also Player of the Month and Season Best. At least at the time that this video is being recorded and uploaded. Certainly there's only going to be more promos added. Now that +2, that's the enhanced level. Cards can be anywhere from +1, which is your base enhanced, to +10, which is the highest enhanced level. You've got 16 and then Tehran, J. So the 16, that's a year. Year can be part of the team set deck effect. Tehran, J, that's just the guy's name. It's Julio Teheran. Then at the bottom you've got the weight symbol. I'm pretty sure if that's glowing, that means your player's in the process of training. You've got the little lock symbol. If that's marked, then the player's locked and you won't accidentally auction them out. SP, that's starting pitcher. There's RP for relief pitcher. CP for closing pitcher. For the different positions, there's C for catcher, 1B for first base, 2B second base, 3B third base, SS shortstop, and then for the outfield, there's LF for left field, CF center field, RF right field, and then DH if they're technically a designated hitter. Now we're on the back of the card. You've got command going at the top left, stamina to the right of command, which is CMD, BRK break, CFD I'm pretty sure is confidence, STF is stuff, RCV is recovery, which is basically how fast does your player recover during a season, and VLC is velocity. And all those stats go from 40 to, I believe, 140. Might be 150, I'm pretty sure it's 140. The higher, the better. That little blue icon under the LV15, both on the front and the back, that means that the player has real-life motion capture animations that have been put into the game. If it doesn't have that symbol, all it means is that the player has a more generalized animation. The face-to-face, that's a special skill. Honestly, that's the one thing I'm not too familiar with, but with the skill, if you view the card, I'll show you how to view the card this way. So it says full count, stuff is +2. And there's various skills. You can spend diamonds to change your skill if you care. Under that, SP, S, RPF, CPF. So that's the ratings as a starting pitcher, as a relief pitcher, and as a closing pitcher for this player. S is the best, then A is second best, B, C, D, E, and F. So F is the worst. What that means, don't put the starting pitcher as a relief pitcher or closing pitcher. The game will knock its stats down significantly. Like, you'd honestly be better off with a 50 to 55 overall reliever than having this guy out of your bullpen, because he's going to have no command. He's going to be really wild, give a bunch of meatballs, and get teed off of. Now for the pitches, it only fills in what the pitcher has. So you've got 4-seam fastball at the top, changeup right below it to the left, below it to the right, I'm pretty sure would be the cutter. Then you got 2-seam fastball, middle left, slider, middle right. Below 2-seam fastball to the left would be sinker. Below slider to the right is curveball. And then at the very bottom, I'm pretty sure it's a forkball. All those are on the same S, A, B, C, D, E, F grading scale. And in terms of pitchers, I think that's just about it. Now, I'm going to go to the batters. We'll look at a batter as well. We'll look at this Mark Trumbo card because I really like it. This is the same way I viewed the pitchers back. When you select the player in your lineup, you hit this little I for information. And there we go. So on the front of Trumbo's card, everything is the same. So the R, I'm pretty sure that indicates if it's a right-handed or left-handed batter. Let's look. Billy Hamilton has an S because he's a switch hitter, so that does indeed indicate the side of the plate the player bats from. You've got your promo logo bottom left. You have the year followed by the name just below the enhanced level. Now to the back. LCNT, lefty contact. RCNT, righty contact. PWR, power. I is the batter's eye. What that means is when you're simulating, it's the likelihood of your pitcher taking balls, working a walk, and not wildly swinging at bad pitches to strike out. I'm not exactly sure how it is balanced out. Again, this guy is at level 15. He's a 90 overall. He does have the real game motion capture. His special skill on the rise. I'm not very familiar with the level of the skills. I think it might be an ABC instead of an S, A, B, C, D, E, F. If anyone knows and wants to drop a comment, please do. But if leading by 1 run, his fielding goes up by 2. We didn't get to the rest of the skills yet. Run, that's running. That's how fast your player is going to move. FLD, fielding, that factors into how likely your player is to make a catch versus let a hit drop. It might have to do with errors, but I'm pretty sure there's something else that has to do with errors that we're going to get to. And then throw, that's how strong of a throwing arm your player has. The stronger the arm, the more likely from the outfield to throw a runner out at home directly instead of hitting the cutoff. Or even like right field to third. Anything like that. For a catcher, having a good throwing arm will make it more likely to throw out a potential base stealer. Now for positions, it's the S, then A, B, C, D, E, F rating. Certainly the better rating, the less likely the player is to make an error at that position. The worse the rating, the more likely. If the player has no rating and you put them at a position where they're not even rated, do not do that at all costs. If you've ever gone swimming and treaded water, you know how treading water, like you're moving, but you just stay in the same spot? Let's say I had Trumbo in center field and a ball was hit like 10 feet to the left of him. If you've ever had a player that out of position and watched what happens, he'd be running, and it would look like he's trying to run, but he'd literally be like treading water on the grass. He'd probably move about 5 feet, and then the ball would land another 5 feet away from him, roll all the way to the wall. You'd have to wait, and your other outfielder to run all the way over to back him up and throw the ball in, and you're giving up a triple or an inside the park home run, almost for sure. So at least having an F defense versus no defense, huge difference, but certainly S and A are preferable. In this case, Trumbo's got a B, but his bat is so good I can live with that. I don't think C's terrible, but once you get to the D's, the E's, the F's, certainly less than ideal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button. If you still have any questions on this topic, or if you have any other topics you want me to cover in a future MLB Perfect Inning Live for Dummies, let me know in the comments, along with if there's anything I missed that you know of. Subscribe if you're new for more MLB Perfect Inning Live content. But I'm G. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, and as always, peace out.